out here. What do you make of this? You're sort of a little concerned for Winter Bears drafting game one. Is that sort of the same here, or do you maybe see them having a better shot this time?
No, this is a much more stable draft. They've got a good laning matchup with Monkey King into Ember in the mid lane. Often goes well for the Monkey King. You've got this Terrorblade who can outscale the CK. Sure, it might be a bit difficult lane, but this is a draft that I see from Winter Bears.
Yeah.
That at 20 minutes, as long as the game's even, they're going to have moments where they can take good fights. So yeah, a much better change-up. And also, Winter Bears' only game victory in the DPC so far was when they had Monkey King and SD in the same draft against, I believe it was Chicken Fighters in the first week. So we're going back to some heroes that they have had previous success on in the DPC at least.
Let's see if they're able to pull it off here in this second game. On the bounty runes this time round, it will be the three of them going the way of Into the Breach. Bear trying to take down J4 for that first blood. Otika's over with a stun. Make sure they can't continue to run him down. And then sort of over on the side of Into the Breach, what do you sort of make of the strengths of their draft this game?
Right, I think it all comes down to this last pick, Jakiro. Head of the IO, when you have the overcharge, that spell amplification, it's going to be disastrous in these earlier engagements. I'm personally big believer in the Jakiro. I think you can itemize really nicely, going for either a Vessel style of build or a Witchblade. Ags is fundamental. I think if you skip this item, you're not playing the hero to its, its maximum potential. But yeah, outside of this metamorphosis, clicking, it should just be Jakiro passively winning up this lane.
Top lane. Got the setup on J4. That's a stun again. Otika able to make sure the Dot can't get that last hit in onto J4. Stick charges are there as well, so J4's fine. He will have the Nightmare if he can get in range, and there it is. Setups there to get a few hits in. And now make sure that it's going to be Otika getting that first blood. So the setup's there for him to start off his lane with a tasty kill.
Yeah, I guess if you want to try and find a positive here, Winter Bears, Into Breach don't have resources now in this top lane. This Bane, he's got 300 HP, no stick charges, no mana. He's had, of course, Nightmare early on, so they need to try and get resources into this lane, because Mars might be able to just find a bit more. Because even though they gave away the kill, they now are looking much healthier and able to stay static. And that's why I see Dot here positioning behind the tower. He snipes these couriers, which are, what I mentioned, double mango for both the CK and the Bane here.
Yeah, J4 trying to do his best to make sure that Dot can't sit in position to do that.
Yeah, these couriers are so important for this safe lane. It's a full 1 done 2 mangoes for CK coming out. There we go, okay, cool. So Into the Breach, they get all the necessary things from their courier. Nothing going right, but CS-wise, all three are Winter Bears up top.
That's a good start to the lanes here, first few waves.
Much better start from here. Looking healthy. And this mid lane, this Monkey King versus Ember matchup, it's kind of funny where, we're seeing a bit of a poke bottom, but Monkey King can bully out the Ember. But there's also times where you could just outplay yourself and allow Ember to somewhat go even. Yeah, so far so good. 11 for 5 on Monkey King, to only 6 on Ember. He's having a pretty difficult time on Atlantic.
Yeah, Pastel smashing it.
Yeah. It is pretty unfair. Like this Monkey King, you win 9 times out of 10 in this matchup. Unless you, like I said, you outplay yourself, you go a bit too over-aggressive. Maybe a support rotation comes in and then suddenly Ember's back into the lane.
Quite a bit of poison on J4. But he will have that Nightmare. Dot. And he's still able to turn with the disruption. Keep those poison stacks up. It's not quite enough damage to take J4 down. Okay, but Kachal getting the last hit in. They will get that kill.
Oh, mid lane, Pastel.
See bottom lane.
As well. There's so much action, we're watching Wyvern die bottom. Pastel went to like 100 HP middle, nearly dying off to a double creep wave. All these creeps were surrounded by him. Atlantic's doing a really good job by hitting these Siren chains on the edge of the creep wave. So you're just tanking up multiple creeps. Nice amount of action at the start of this game. Yes, with time, Into the Breach scale better into the laning phase.
Oh, bottom lane!
As you see bottom. He gets left alone for a second. That overcharge.
So much damage.
Oh, it's too much damage, honestly. This is Jakiro offlane. It is a laning dominator. You pick it to prevent that hero from having a fun 10 minutes. You force them to play recovery for an extra 8 minutes, and in that window of the game, you just overwhelm your opponent. with the item advantage that your carry should have from a better laning phase.
Top lane. It's proving to be a bit too difficult to go on Kachal now. It's got those levels, and damage from the Bane to follow up after CK isn't nearly as potent as that as the combo that we had last game in the lane setup.
The nice thing as well about this scenario of Monkey King Ember is Ember has to use so many resources, be it with slight spam, steerings to try and keep Monkey King low, that we're not probably going to see the Ember quickly pivot to the side lane. Unless he gets like that perfect haste or regen rune, it's more independent side lanes from Into the Breach. But as you see here, the independency of these two, they are...
Yeah, the damage is just this magical damage early on. You just can't deal with it.
Unless you have some like Abaddon style hero to dispel off this damage, it really doesn't help. And Nappa still takes his lead further into the jungle.
J4 turning up to make sure that Azantic doesn't get chased down. Doesn't mean that up on the top, Otaka's on his own.
He's got 2 points poison.
I think it's going to be a lot of damage. I think another stack in.
One more. Oh, he needed one more. Yeah. Oh, that was close.
That was very, very close. As the one charges as well, so Otaka will be able to continue to stick around up top.
Quickly, J4 runs back to his assistance. He's got the salve already ready. Back into the lane, but no, yeah. So far, so good from Winterbears. Oh, all right. I just found a discovery, Owen.
And what have we got coming out?
Let's have a little look at reality after this little scuffle in the top lane. Body block, body block. He should be perfectly fine. Yeah, the Terrorblade. He's gone for 2 braces.
I mean, I guess what against that magic?
Yeah, I mean,
bit more HP.
That's pretty much. I don't think I've seen that much before, but yeah, he's gone for the tankier Terrorblade. 2 braces. Obviously, will double in value at 25, but yeah, normally you see like a Wraith Band and like a wand, but yeah, fair play. We'll see if it works out for him.
I'm actually going to have a TP coming in from Pastille towards the bottom.
And another
want to
TP
punish
as well.
this Jakiro. So they've got the damage for Chesty. Dot, he's arrived as well. They have the setup here. Pastille's going to have the Boundless Strike. As soon as Chesty comes out, he's actually able to line it up onto the 2 of them. They'll try and turn to chase down Tanner after taking out Chesty, but Azantic has arrived. Chains hold back the Monkey King. And Pastille still wants to get aggressive on them. There is a haste rune on Azantic, so he's zipping around.
They have vision as well. They know he's just walking up.
They've got the chains. They've got the remnant, the burst. And we'll punish Pastille for being as low as he still was.
Yeah, the discipline there from Atlantic, making sure he wasn't getting too close for the four stacks of Jingu, playing on the slight. Same thing for Tanner, just even on low HP, staying in the area, knowing that he can't die from anything, just to help out if required. But the product of that kill, instant D-ward from Dot. Of course, the fact that they're playing on the fringe, they know there's vision there. It's a nice heads-up play from Dot there to get rid of that vision. And Chessie, he has to be careful. Like, even though he's winning his lane, these types of over-positioning, it forces unnecessary rotations to the lane.
A little bit of body blocking here from Kachal, but still got the Rift to drag him back. He'll drop down the arena to try and save himself, but J4 manages to reach in and take him out with a brain sap.
You know, got to get to him for trying, but yeah, unfortunately, that's not how you want to use your first arena. Ideally, that would be TPing to a lane to pressure. Again, see Chessie here? Imagine if this was the Mars arena TPing into the Jakiro, getting that kill into him, but yeah, unfortunately, having to use it very defensively top. And these small plays where you waste a key spell or get that pick off, that's where this lead's building once again. Already 2k at the 8-minute mark. It's just the efficiency of these early game spells. And Chessie, he's not messing around. Quick Macropire, gets rid of the bird.
Maybe Pastille can set up for a kill top. Now looking towards Otaka. We'll see what J4 can do to help him out. They'll throw out a Nightmare onto the Monkey King, but the damage still to be there from Kachal. So they take him out. Now with the chase over towards J4. Pastille's going to see if he can catch something else.
He's going for it. 1, 2, 3. Very optimistic. 4. Okay, there we go. I can count, by the way, Owen. That's pretty cool.
Oh, good stacks for reality.
Not the best stack taker. This will take some time. but still. Taking the stacks nonetheless. Oh, Pastel's trying to steal some. Yeah, unfortunately, they don't really have stack takers, and they're getting punished by this because Pastel, having to wait around for quite some time, does eventually fall down. And if we jump back to the Terrorblade, he's sort of slowly chunking his way through this. They have to use one Metamorphosis just for this one stack, and I don't think it's going to expire before he even kills it off potentially. But yeah, gets the farm for it at least. Still in top net worth for the side of Winter Bears, but not in the game. 1,400 or 1,300 gold behind the Jakiro.
Now, what's Chesty doing with his build?
Oh, he went for the Witchblade. Good lad. It's just so much damage. You got the dot from the Witchblade and the Liquid Fire. The amount of slows it provides as well. Very, very powerful. The armor. Yeah, big fan, big fan. Xantic going for a very different build here, because of course against the Monkey King, the Flame Guard, you're not really absorbing any of the damage. It's magical. It's just going all out fight. The Slight, the Chains, join with his team, control them longer inside the Macropyre, set them up for big kills, and also just gives a little bit more damage when playing on the fringe and you're not inside the engagement. Cool.
All 8 for 3 right now. 3k lead for Into the Breach. As we're seeing, Reality still holding on with the farm. He's going to have his Dragon Lance done pretty soon, so he'll have these early base stats to help him survive against some of the burst that's coming out. This Ancient stack continues to get bigger and bigger.
I feel like Chesty at some point might just walk over there and Macropyre if he's lucky.
It is there's definitely going to be that concern that Into the Breach, if they spot that out, they'll get it themselves. See defensive disruption come out top to try and keep Pastel safe for the Fiend's Grip, but the TPs are coming in. Is Pastel able to jump out in time? No, it's still on cooldown.
Curse?
That should set up. I mean, Chesty is
dead,
dying, and there we go. So maybe more to be found here. Oh no, okay, Dot. No, he's not going to get any further back up. Winter Bear, they'll have to leave him alone.
Alright, Xantic, he's walking in. He's going to find the big stack. No, he's not. Oh, the relocate. Reality.
Oh, he was trying to get some hits on the tower.
He doesn't have a Thunder.
He doesn't. He's not yet got a point in it. He may still live, though. They didn't quite have the damage. Reality's going to be fine.
Double bracer, mate. Strength tread.
I mean, it would, yeah.
Yeah, he's pretty
He
tanky.
had those early stats, so he's able to live through the burst and actually able to continue to do some damage to the mid tower.
Into Breach getting a bit optimistic there, relocating in but not having an additional damage source. Like, it's unconventional, but Io Jakiro, if you relocate into a fight and in the good position, if you get into Terrorblade or Monkey or Mars, these cores, they're going to instantly get put to pretty much low, like death level HP. Because how much damage he provides and the fact that he's at level 9 on Jakiro. But with him being dead, these aggressive players, they do lack a little bit of damage. Io, Bane, they're not the biggest sources of early game fighting. Yeah, Into the Breach getting a little bit carried away there, and nice to see Reality just, stand his ground and take the fight. Finally just overcame the Ember net worth, and Ember slowly trickling down this net worth. He was top 3 with the rest of his team, but with this build, Slight the Chains, not finding the kills right now, he is slowly falling down on farm.
They've got the curse to set up. But they'll keep their distance, so there won't be anyone in range of Chesty. Still there, the arena will trap him. Chesty, he'll get taken out. Winter Bear able to get a good grab onto the Jakiro to put a stop to Into the Breach, hanging around in this mid lane.
Yeah, perfect stuff. Right now, they just don't really have the saves. The Bane with the Nightmare, even if he hit it, probably would still die. The Io doesn't have a mechanism yet, nor had the relocate available, so yeah, nice little pick-off there from Winter Bear. They're recovering into the game. Look, Terrorblade, bam! Second net worth now. This is what you want to see from your Terrorblade. Joining the fights that he wants to join, but still being able to farm without threat. And Into the Breach, they're not providing that threat. He's hitting the beats that he wants to hit. Send the illusions to the side lane. Farm the triangle with minimal contest. Right, this is one of the better starts from Winter Bears that we've seen in the DPC at least.
No, absolutely. Reality, a pretty good position to sort of just get through this rough early game that Into the Breach are bringing towards them and being able to carry this game.
Oh, we're going to get to see another stack taken. This is a second meta for farming stacks. Yeah, he's going to be big. Going for the Dragon Lance into Yasha build. Potentially Manta Skadi, sorry, after that. Yeah, the Interbridge, they're just a little bit scared. You know, this Cold Embrace, the Winter's Curse, the Disruption, the support duo on Winter Bear, they can happily turn around this aggression from Into the Breach. And once again, Atlantic, another move, looking for a kill. Not able to find it. And it's going to hurt even more. Slight change. Like, he's so hungry, he wants something. He needs some blood. He can't just go and hit jungle creeps. He doesn't have the Flame Guard available.
They're doing a great job of avoiding this Winter Bear. With each moment, Reality's getting closer and closer to taking away that top spot on farm.
We haven't mentioned much about Pastil, but he has fallen off a little bit in regards to the farm. He himself only 4.6k net worth, 63 CS. I think he's accepted it as well. Look at this, his quick buy. He's going for the Gleipnir.
On the mid.
Oh,
they've got the catch. It'll be a nightmare.
But nothing else. Yeah.
J4's able to get set up for Xantic to jump out in time. Chessie continued to slowly poke down this tower in the mid. He's got the full setup now with the Yules.
They're doing the reset. CK popped his ult, Ember back to base. Channa now has the mechanism. This is a really big power spike for Into the Breach to take the fight. But if they misplay, if they get a bit too greedy, this arena, this curse, it can easily turn it around. So it's a window in the game for Into the Breach to play aggressive, but they have to respect the defensive tools that Winter Bear have. If you see why they're playing on distance. They send the CK illusion in, they're playing with Chessie on distance, Are ready to relocate. They're not doing the standard Into the Breach play, which is, we have a timing, let's just swarm the map. They're playing a lot more discipline in this game. They're respecting the threat of the turnaround. But some might say they're being too cautious because this Terrorblade, he was maybe 5th, 6th worth,
he's
now number 1.
He's going to become quite scary. Very scary, in fact. Reality, he's getting that space.
I think bucket loads, like he's got 180 CS. I don't think anyone's even, ever since that mid-engagement where they tried killing him off when he didn't have Sunder available, they've not even looked at him. And now he himself is joining in the smoke gank. J4, tanking it up.
I'll be able to turn quickly with the Nightmare, but the Demonic Purge down on him, there's nowhere for J4 to run. Kill for Reality, and now we can try and turn this into maybe at least at the tier 1 tower going down in the mid. We'll see if Into the Breach is able to put a stop to this.
Oh, Monkey King died.
Chessie is going to get jumped. Yule's Scepter to dodge the spear combo. He'll turn and lay down the Macropyre, but the damage still coming in from Reality. Chessie will fall.
Radiant's bottom tower is
Reality. Reality, no! Reality, no.
That's unfortunate there for him. That was one of those moments where you just got to sunder your teammate, right? You just take Kachal's health. You got to be the one that lives.
But I don't want to be the bearer of bad news, mate, but he disconnected. You can see the way that he did it. Look, he walked up, so okay. So he starts here.
Yeah.
He gets Ice Path.
Oh, so
cool.
he got lag at that moment.
Yeah. He then gets Macropyred.
Yeah,
and this play,
unfortunate.
I respect this. He's getting in. He's killing Chessie. That's fair. After the root, he's looking a bit dicey. He's like, oh, I might need to sunder. He walks up. He walks down. At this point, he walked back in. Wait, doesn't he? And then he gets like, he just walked back in for a brief second with the instant disconnect. Oh.
Yeah, he probably has some lag issues around. I think, because otherwise he would have been sundering Kachal and taking the health for himself to make sure.
So. The fact that he was inside the macro, walked up, walked down, then walked back. Oh, God. It was looking like a beautiful game from the Terrorblade. And
that's unfortunate for the lad.
That's an unfortunate. Yeah, that is a rough one. Atlantic's happy at least. It's
a big kill for him to get.
It's kind of recovered his game a little bit. What's he sitting at now, net worth-wise?
He's got the Maelstrom done. Can get that board out.
Yeah, he just overtook the Mars from that kill. Oh, poor Terrorblade. Feel bad for the lad.
Still in a not a bad position. Even with that death, he's still as farmed as Otaka, and a lot of potential for a TB to carry this later on. I mean,
Sure.
do you imagine this is a game where we're going to see him sort of build a BKB, or do you still want to sort of skip that, just start up with the Manta Skadi this game
Ooh.
against sort of the core Jakiro?
Well, it's a difficult one because I think Manta does a very good job against the Ember, and you can brush it off. But against a Jakiro with Aghanims, which pierces BKB, turns your macro pure,
That's true, I guess, yeah.
it could be awkward. And the Bane as well with the grip also could be awkward. So I could maybe argue for him not opting for a BKB in this game.
You just get HP.
And just going pure HP, being able to survive up, Satanic, brush off these smaller spells, rely on your team to prevent the grip, even maybe via Lincolns for yourself. But yeah, I would argue that this could be one of the few games where BKB might just be not as necessary. But into Ice Path, that alone could be enough to warrant getting it. So I think depending on the next 10 minutes of play, where if they're crushing every fight, he could easily skip it and play with confidence. But if it's a bit harder, 100% you buy it, the game's difficult, just pump out your damage, don't get clipped by an Ice Path or something. So we'll see soon, but this could be a game where maybe he doesn't need it. It just depends on if he walks into another macro pyre or not.
J4 setting things up here for the rest of the team to head over. At Xantic, he's ready to jump in with the Arcane Root.
You gonna get the grip? Nope. Oh, yeah, they used it. Whoops.
They'll get themselves a very quick pick off. Push Winterbear out of their half of the map into the breach.
Yeah, the repercussions of that TB death mid, by the way, it's just, these are the ramifications. This mid tower is still alive. This was a decisive metamorphosis that needed to break down the map. You've already taken this top tower early on. You want to go for mid tower. But now, the next move is going to have to be taking the mid tower, which could play into Winterbear's favor, because you're going to force a fight here, and then quickly to Roshan potentially. But yeah, this is this next window of the game where Terrorblade gets meta again. It'll be interesting to see how Winterbears do approach it. Yeah, CK has overtaken the #1 spot on net worth once again. The battle between the two cores. CK does need to be in the lead to feel comfortable in this matchup for sure. Still scouting out behind Chessie and J4.
That's the jump. Straight on to Chessie. Nightmare. And to Tether, they'll take him out of the fight. They weren't able to commit and take him down. Chessie's going to get healed up back in base.
Pesky Arena. The AoE on killing trees is rather large, and it clipped the Monkey King as well, so stunning his own teammate when they went to kill off Chessie there. But still with the relocate. Would have lived, but they have to be careful when you have Mars and Monkey in the same team. If Mars initiates poorly, you might be stunning off your Monkey King and offering him up to the enemy team.
Pastel, cut the creep wave. And fortification, that will clear out the creeps underneath the tower, so they might have a chance of holding around this tier 2.
The amount of skipping available with Winterbears, the Terrible Illusions, the Monkey King, even Winter Wyvern.
Actually, yeah.
They're going to fortify this game if they want. They can hold it on for a long time.
The damage from Chessie, too much. The tower will still fall before the back door kicks back in. Starting to get that money built up now, Chessie. We'll see whether he does opt for that Aghanims next in the build.
His courier is swinging by the secret shop, so I hope that is a point booster we'll be seeing. Aghanims is very good. The thing is with Aghanims on Jakiro is the first time you buy it, the enemy goes, oh, wait! Oh, it's too late, I died to the Aghanims. Because it is that good of an item. I've seen anti-mages die to Aghanims Jakiro. It's beautiful.
Top tower is under attack.
Into the breach, they'll head into the triangle of Winterbear, but Winterbear will only lose the Shadow Demon. Dot goes down,
Dire's top tower is under
but the core's able to keep themselves elsewhere. Pastille up into the trees before the TPs are in.
Pretty big item timing coming up from Reality. He's about, oh, no, wait, oh, he's walking into them.
Or still after them to commit on over to the side. Arena's been dropped, but the Macropyre's down. Kacharge is burning to the damage of Chessie. Pastille caught by the chains. He'll also be taken out by the magical damage that Into the Breach have.
A little bit surprising that Winterbears opted to play in this area. They're doing a really beautiful job skipping the waves. Terrorblade deep in the enemy side, Monkey King in the trees. You know, the SD going down, then shortly after the double core. Yeah, a little bit too comfortable maybe, trying to enter this area. But still, Terrorblade, well on the way to Skadi, 1400 gold away. And for Into the Breach, they're just playing aggressive. They're forcing these misplays from Winter Bears. They're forcing them into positions where they feel like they might be able to make a cool play, but when you have the Bane and the Eye behind it, it's so difficult to find a kill, especially when you're now slowly falling behind. Yeah, massive item times coming out now for Into the Breach. Xantic with the BKB, Chaos Knight as well. Just disassembled his Echo Saber, BKB. 2 BKBs now available. They'll happily be looking to take another fight. Oh, we are getting the axe from Jakiri. He's 500 golds away.
I was going to say, he's been saving up the money, Chesty.
There we go. All right. Let's make sure in the next team fight we get all eyes on Chessie when he has the Aghanims. Let's see how effective his Aghs Macropyre is. Who stands in it, who doesn't?
Oh.
Well, he needs to get it first, so, you know.
I guess, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, he's probably going to have it pretty soon, but yeah. At the minimum, it's going to be a minute until we see that.
Well, I'm ready. 1 minute's time. Woo-wee! One of my favorite spells in the game.
Now into bat, setting up the vision around the Roche pit, but into the breach. They're heading over with a smoke.
They need to deward this hill. Yeah, nice disengage from Winter Bears there. Very aggressively posturing with the river ward, but quick blink from Phantasma, able to disengage. And that's the name of the game. Skadi now complete on Terrorblade.
I mean, he's massive.
He's real big. Yeah, his cores aren't really mirroring this timing. The Mars and the Monkey King not really packing a punch with their their second item. It's all about the Terrorblade. Jakiro, Macropyre, 11 seconds till it's up. Oh yeah, we're miles away from this Gleipnir actually. What is it? Yeah, about 800 gold away.
I'm Nautica. They'll look for the fight. The TPs are coming in now. At Xantic, he'll look towards Pastille, jumping with the Remnants. And still, turns with the Boundless, trying to stand his ground against the Xantic, but he's not going to be able to do so with J4 getting the grip from the side. It's 3 dead on Winter Bear. Kachal attempts for the TP out, but the Yule Scepter's at the ready. The Macropyre laid down. Too much damage for this Mars to withstand as 4 dead on Winter Bear. Only Reality able to make himself, make his way away from that top half of the map. As mid lane Tanner, he'll get a freeze here too.
Yeah, and instant into Roshan. It's just the pickoffs are really hindering Winter Bear's ability to play out some of these critical mid-game fights. We've seen that, SD die in the bottom jungle, and then Monkey King Mars dies as well. Same again here. It's that quick pickoff into them. They're so aggressively positioned. Getting the disengage is really difficult, and they feel forced into making these plays. So yeah, Into the Breach. Just capitalizing on swift moves and punishing Winter Bears not being able to set up accordingly. And I kind of mentioned it before the fight broke out, but this Terrorblade, it's very good that he's able to have, Manta Skadi Dragonlance. But the fact that his Mars still yet to finish BKB, his Monkey King has gone for a very skirmishing, split-pushing style of build with this Gleipnir. He himself can't enter a fight with confidence. Like, it is a little bit of difficulty. There is a bit of a mismatch between how the cores are wanting to play this game, or at least where the farmers come from to give a timing. I would love to see Winter Bears continue to split push until all of them are aligned, even if it took an extra 4 or 5 minutes, wait out this Aegis, then take the fight, because right now for Into the Breach, there's nothing that wants to stop them. They got the double BKB, they got the Aghs, they've got like Never Shawn, Jakiro, they've got everything they want to be able to take these bigger fights.
See, and they are trying to catch out Pastille here. J4, he has been very persistent and patient there as he comes all the way across to prepare for Pastille trying to cut the creeps.
Oh, look at the burn damage. Woo! Sorry, big Jakiro fan. Yep, he died. Yeah, and then let's see how quickly they run across the map again. This is the making of a good team when you get a pick off. Utilize the fact that you have advantage. You have Relocate at your disposal, so I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah, you see here, look at J4. He's just TPing in. If he gets any Nightmare, it's going to be... Oh. Well, he's had a Nightmare there for sure, but no. You see how quick the heads up that was, right? You get a kill, you TP, you set up for the Relocate. Didn't work out this time, but the thought was there.
We got the stun on Kachal. Chains as well. Kachal, he'll get saved momentarily by the disruption.
Blink.
Oh, and he is
There
out
we
with the
go.
blink.
Nice.
Ooh, Sleight of Fist also won't quite catch him. Kachal will live.
Yeah, and Terrorblade disassembled his Dragon Lance, now got the BKB. This Terrorblade, he wants to take a fight. But ideally, when the Aegis is out, he wants his big meta to an out of position CK, club him down with the Skadi, maybe position away from that Macropie that can still kill him, but yeah. It's a 10k lead for Into the Breach. It feels like it's their game, but when there's a Terrorblade in it, there's always that inkling in the back of your mind. If Into the Breach overplayed their hand, if they take a fight with the incorrect vision or a poorly used smoke, they can capitalize on that. We haven't really seen a big Winter's Curse or a big arena for like the last 7 minutes of the game.
Winter Bear stepping out looking for action top.
This is bold. You still don't have the BKB on Mars, and there's an Aegis still available on CK. This is...
They have got Gleipnir on Pastille.
They found J4.
He's gone.
He has buyback though.
So if they can go for more, Otaka, it's going to go straight away on top of Reality, but the BKB's out. Reality puts the BKB in the meta. He'll turn over towards Otaka, but Otaka himself with the BKB steps out the Wukong's command, drags Pastille over to the side. Pastille goes down. The heal comes in from Tanner. They're keeping Otaka in good shape so he can get back in and look for further catch. Xantic jumps forward. The arena's dropped down, but the BKB's up. Straight away, they're over to the backlines. They get the chains onto the two of them. Not able to get the Sunder off in time. Their Reality as 4 dead, triple kill for Otaka.
Oh, Phantasma wants to curse.
Oh, there it is.
Is it? No, it's not. It's a nightmare.
Nightmare. It's going to put a stop to that attempt of a play, and Xantic jumps over, sets up for Otaka to grab another. Ultra kill for the CK. They're in a bit of a risky position there, Winter Bear, and it did mean they just couldn't set themselves up for the team fight that they need around their Terrorblade.
Yeah, and such a difficult position to take a fight. They didn't have the vision to support that engagement, and not only that, Into the Breach, they disrupt them. This Macropie just put a massive wall in the fight. They had to like walk around it, reposition, and just the poke damage allowed them to reign supreme.
On a Xantic, he's ready to jump around now with the axe done. Straight in under the towers, taking out Dot.
Terrorblade doesn't have meta. There's no tier 2 alive for Winter Bears to play around and hope that they keep a lane. Into the Breach, they can play here with confidence if they want. Only getting half a Rax though.
Bottom lane, Chesty.
Oh, he just got past it again.
He's having a great time here on the Korch Kira. It's causing a lot of problems here for Winter Bear's cause. Now, are about to lose the Aegis, but as soon as that's gone, Otaka's going to pretty much have the money to get the full heart Tarask out for himself.
Whew. Mid-Rax now for 20,000 gold lead for Into the Breach. They are incredibly tanky once again. Kind of the theme of Game 1 and Game 2. How quickly their cores just get to a point of being unkillable.
I got a DD rune as well for them to grab Into the Breach down bottom. See if they check it out. I've got the bottle, of course, still on a Xantic, so he'll be able to store that for himself for that next team fight. Smoke time from Winter Bear. They've got the BKB on Kachal, so a bit better chance of him getting in.
They have everything. They've got all BKBs available, Metamorphosis, Winter's Curse.
Oh! Otaka with a quick blink himself. He's able to get the Phantasma. And Xantic just jumps straight to the back lines, burst through Phantasma. They've got the grip control on Kachal. It's 3 dead. There'll be a buyback from Phantasma, but Reality's gone. No buyback available on him. The curse will be there. And it does mean that they get at least the kill on Tanner, but it's not going to be nearly enough to have a chance of turning this around. The ice pass there, ultra kill for Xantic. They'll look towards Pastille as well. Xantic, he's not got the mana, and he's actually died to the Wukong's command. He'll buy back Remnant over, jump in the buyback rampage from Xantic there to close this game. And with that, of course, this series up. It's Into the Breach. This series, it's theirs, 2-0 against Winter Bear 2.
Whew, yeah, it's just splendid stuff from the UK lads and others. Of course, we still claim it's a UK team, but yeah, it's just some beautiful Dota. But I will give a moment to Winter Bears. Of course, they